Hi, my name is David Carafa and I'm a video production specialist. My story begins back in 2003. I was in 7th grade and very interested in photo and video. I was a part of the stage crew at my junior high doing AV for all the theater productions and concerts. They had a little Sony camcorder and I would use this to record all the events. I quickly learned how to plug in the mics and operate the 3-handle light box for productions. In 2005, I entered high school and was looking to get involved in theater productions, but little did I know that was not the path for me. One of my freshman teachers noticed I was interested in AV, so he suggested I go check out the TV station LTTV. I went to the club meeting and met Bob Foskett and all the current students. I started coming out to all of the productions. I would do cameras for studio shows and then progressed to working crew for football and basketball games. At that time, they had a production truck that was very new but was equipped with older legacy equipment. I remember using the old JVC cameras, the Sony DSR 390 DV cams, the Ecolab switcher, the Chiron for graphics, and those 26-pin cables. A bit of history about LTTV. Lyons Township Television had been around since the late 1970s, under the management of LT teacher Jack Wiesmus. Mr. Wiesmus taught the students studio production and editing, focusing on news and short video packages. In 1982, a group of his students wanted to be able to do more productions outside of the classroom, and so they formed the TV Club. Wiesmus served as the advisor for the club, and ultimately, the club expanded student involvement in LTTV. Occasionally, through a community agreement with the West Central Cable Commission, Wiesmus could reserve the local cable station's live production van. These live video productions provided experience for the students to be part of the crew, working camera, switching, running the audio board, VTR playback, graphics, and announcing. Typically, these productions were for football and basketball games, but occasionally for school assemblies and other events. Being partnered with and supported by the Cable Commission, which later evolved into the West Central Cable Agency, positioned LTTV to also cover community events as well as LT events, broadcasting them on the local cable access channel. Eventually, in the mid-90s, LTTV was the recipient of the old Jones Intercable production van, which was eventually replaced with the custom-built production truck in the early 2000s. Since my first broadcast freshman year of varsity football game, I was hooked. This formative experience would fuel my interest in television and video production. At the end of the 05-06 school year, Foskett was retiring. That is when Bill Allen took over. The first time I met Bill was at the Pet Parade in June of 2006. The Pet Parade is a huge community event that has run for decades, and LTTV took over handling the video production in the late 90s when WGN Chicago stopped covering the event. Bill came from both the film and television worlds, working on many films and commercials in Chicago in the late 90s and early 2000s, as well as working in the programming department for Comcast Chicago from 2000 to 2005. He managed several studios, including Oak Lawn and Elmhurst, as well as multiple production trucks. Best of all, he was an LT alum, who had been part of LTTV as a student from 1988 to 1991. He seemed like the perfect fit. Right off the bat, Bill saw the potential LTTV could have and strived to make it a creative environment that would lead future students to success. He set high bars for what he wanted the program to become and for what the students could do, opening up more opportunities in the classes and the club. During my sophomore and junior year, we updated the production truck cameras to the Sony D55 Pro broadcast cameras. With the Triax cable connection, it was really nice not dealing with those old 26-pin cables. Although it wasn't a true HD camera, the quality of those Fujinon lenses was incredible. By my senior year, I had learned everything that I could from the older students, from Bill, and from the other part-time staff at LTTV. I was able to completely set up the entire truck and all of the equipment for any live production, as well as engineer any of the cameras. I had become competent and confident in my technical abilities. Bill recognized my dedication and capabilities. I was the only student to have ever trusted with actually driving the truck as well as setting it up. June 4th, 2009 was the only time I wasn't a part of the production because I had to walk and get my high school diploma. Even then, I helped with setting up for our coverage of graduation. Since I graduated, I've been working at LTTV as a production technician, teaching the kids various crew positions for all of the truck and studio productions and keeping the traditions alive. Over the years, I've expanded my work to include numerous freelance video production jobs. All of these experiences allowed me to continue my technical education as LTTV purchased new equipment. I will learn how to use it and teach it to others. Nowadays, on our production truck, we utilize the NewTek TriCaster 8000, 3-play, and 4 Blackmagic Ursa broadcast cameras to deliver the best possible live event productions and train the future generation. Our high school media program has become a national leader and model for other high schools. Companies like Apple, NewTek, and Blackmagic Design have showcased our school's program, which I have helped to build and maintain. I'm incredibly grateful and blessed I've got to be a part of this journey. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, consider liking and subscribing to the Alumni Lounge, where stories collide and memories reside.